Today's episode of Aquatic Wetline is brought to you by Oasis Aquatics. Find your oasis today. Find your next fish at oasisaquaticsnj.com. Check out Oasis Aquatics on Facebook and Instagram.
Welcome to Aquatic Wetline with Aqua Alex Cardinale. Aquatic Wetline is a tropical fish and aquarium livestream that started out as a podcast in 2014 and is hosted by 30-year-old fish keeper Aqua Alex Cardinale from Green Acres, Florida. Aqua Alex started fish keeping at the age of 12 and has kept monster fish, freshwater, and saltwater fish and has a lot of knowledge and experience in the aquarium hobby. Aquatic Wetline is supported and brought to you by Oasis Aquatics, an online and local fish shop in Hackettstown, New Jersey. Oasis Aquatics has cichlids, catfish, oddballs, and more. Find your oasis today at www.oasisaquaticsnj.com. What fish topic does Aqua Alex have tonight? Let's find out. Aquatic Wetline with Aqua Alex begins now. Aqua Alex is live from his fish room in Green Acres, Florida. Take it away, Aqua Alex.
Good evening, tropical fish keepers. Welcome to Aquatic Wetline. I'm your host, South American fish keeper, Aqua Alex. Welcome to the April 2024 Fish Store Spotlight, where I will be spotlighting some quality fish stores. I will take a look at their stock list, and I will feature some fish available on their stock list. So this is a very fun episode of Aquatic Wetline because you get to see what every quality fish store has in stock, and you also get to learn about different species of tropical fish. All the fish stores mentioned on tonight's show are high quality. I have either purchased from them or know people who have purchased from them, and they have had a great experience. A majority, though, of the stores that I'm going to be talking about tonight, I have dealt with them personally, and I highly recommend them, and I have purchased from them personally as well. One of the biggest reasons why I started the Fish Store Spotlight was to get more and more people involved in the aquarium hobby, but also as a way to support online fish stores. As much as I support local fish stores and mom and pop businesses, I also support the online fish stores because the online fish stores often carry the rare, exotic fish that you're looking for. So it's always important to show our love to the online fish stores as well. For example, right now, I am looking for some red hook silver dollars or a black bar variant known as the thin bar silver dollar, and I'm probably only going to find them online. So that's why online fish stores are so important. So tonight we're going to feature fish from our sponsor, Oasis Aquatics. We're going to feature fish from Aquascapeonline, Global Fish Co., Live Aquaria, Tangled Up In Cichlids, Nationwide Aquatics, and more. Some fish species that we're going to feature include tigrinus catfish. We're also going to feature the gibby pleco, flagtail procelotus, raccoon butterfly fish, and more. So we're going to feature both freshwater and saltwater fish here on the April 2024 Fish Store Spotlight. Josh is in the house. Hey, Josh, how are you? Good evening from Australia. I hope you're having a great day over in Australia. Aussie, 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 as they say in Australian. All right, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get this great show started. And we're going to start with our sponsor, Oasis Aquatics. Now, before I begin looking at their stock, I would like to say that the owner of Oasis Aquatics, Tom. Tom is currently going through a hard time right now. He is not feeling well mentally. So all of us at Aquatic Wetline would like to wish Tom a speedy recovery. We all love you here at Aquatic Wetline. You are an amazing gentleman, and we hope you have a great future ahead. So anyways, right now, let's go ahead and start with the Oasis Aquatic stock list. And let's take a look and see what they have available this month right now at Oasis Aquatics. So here is the Oasis Aquatics official stock list for the month of April 2024. So there are no stingrays in stock currently. For Central American cichlids, you have your Cynospilium and your yellow mouse fire mouse cichlid. Then there are Chile red Oscars, German blue rams, and gold rams. Now for African cichlids, there's the black widow frontosa and the blue maba frontosa, blackberry silver dollars, black bar silver dollars, Megalodorus irwini, some unique catfish available at Oasis Aquatics right now. So the full stock list is oasisaquaticsnj.com. So to view the full stock list, just go to oasisaquaticsnj.com. I noticed as I was recording my screen there, I kind of went a little bit fast. I apologize about that. Next time we won't go so fast. But like I said, you can see the full stock list at oasisaquaticsnj.com. Let's see. Josh says, can they ship to Australia for the blue maba fronies? I can ask for you. I can definitely ask for you. I know it'll be a very pricey shipping because once you ship out of the United States to another country, a whole lot goes into it and it's very pricey. But I'll definitely ask for you. I think it is definitely worth asking. All right, so let's get to our first featured fish of the evening. And now we're going to feature fish from Oasis Aquatics. So the first fish we're going to feature from Oasis Aquatics is actually an African cichlid. It is a very beautiful African cichlid, and it comes to us from Lake Victoria. It's almost like a fire fish. I would call this the fire cichlid if I was a marine biologist, but the scientific name is on the screen there. Haplochromis nereai is the scientific name for this fish. This is a smaller Lake Victorian African cichlid. I believe they get to about 4 inches max. So they're perfect for smaller African cichlid tanks. And they do great with the Calvis cichlids and smaller Lake Victorian and Lake Tanganyikan cichlids. Very, very cool fish. That's the first fish that we're going to feature from Oasis Aquatics. The next fish we're going to feature from Oasis Aquatics, one of my personal favorite catfish that I have yet to keep, and that is a Tigrinus catfish. I call them the expensive catfish or the pricey catfish because they are a really expensive fish, but they are definitely a show-stopping fish, and they are definitely worth the price. The Tigrinus catfish is also known as the tiger, or excuse me, as the zebra shovelnose. The Tigrinus cat, known as the zebra shovelnose, and the reason it's called the zebra shovelnose is the black and white coloration that it has. It grows to about 3 feet, so it stays a little bit smaller than tiger shovelnose and red tail cat, so they're perfect for a 6-foot aquarium. One day I'm going to own a Tigrinus catfish, hopefully soon, but one day I will eventually have a Tigrinus catfish in my tank behind me. And I'll be getting my Tigrinus catfish from Oasis Aquatics. So that's going to be very awesome as well. So Tom has actually provided me with an in-stock video of the Tigrinus catfish that are in stock right now. It's a quick 9-second video, but here is a video of the Tigrinus cats that are in stock right now at Oasis Aquatics. Awesome. And for more information on Tigrinus catfish, go to my YouTube channel, The Real Alex Cardinale, and go to the Oasis Aquatics featured fish playlist and check out last Friday's featured fish. Last Friday, we featured the Tigrinus catfish, and there are plenty of information there for you on the Tigrinus catfish. Josh says they sell Tigrinus cats in Australia for 2,000 Australian dollars. Well, that's a lot of money. But yes, I agree with you, Josh. They are a definite awesome catfish for sure. Can't go wrong with the Tigrinus cat. All right, now we're going to head on over to Aquascapeonline.com. And now we're going to feature fish from my friend Pedro, who specializes in South American fish, specifically piranhas, stingrays, catfish, oddballs, but he also has fish from Africa and Southeast Asia and other parts of the world as well. So here is the Aquascape Online stock list. So let me get the recording up that I did. We'll take a look at the Aquascape stock list for this month. Here we go. So here is the Aquascape stock list. Piranha are back in stock. Very, very cool. Black rhombus piranha, my favorite. My favorite piranha is the black piranha. It is the coolest piranha of them all, in my opinion. Then we've got the electric catfish, red-tail catfish. The red-tail cats are monsters. Synodontis granulosus catfish are really cool. Wide bar silver dollars, red belly piranhas, blue diamond piranha. Right now, what I really want really bad is that Matoro stingray. Big fan of freshwater stingrays here, and I can't wait to have a Matoro stingray again. I used to have a pair of Matoro stingrays when I lived in Massachusetts, and it'll be cool to have some stingrays, male Matoro stingrays that are in stock right now at Aquascape Online. And these guys are about 4 to 5 inches, going for $300. So the Matoro stingray, very, very cool fish. Now, what's very interesting is that Pedro Villegas is actually going to be my special guest in 4 weeks, my 2-year anniversary of Saturday Live. So that was the Aquascape Online stock list. Now we're going to get to our Aquascape featured fish. So here is the featured fish from Aquascape. And for Aquascape, I have 3 featured fish. First, we're going to feature a Synodontis cat that I really want to keep. And I want this cat for my African cichlid display tank. It is called the Synodontis granulosus catfish. These are very much similar to the Petricola and the cuckoo catfish, except they grow much larger than those guys. These guys can get about 1 foot long, if I'm not mistaken. And they're also known as the white-seen Synodontis catfish. So very, very cool. These guys come from Lake Tanganyika, like most Synodontis cats do. They're very, very hard to come by in the aquarium hobby, hence why they have such a expensive price. Sorry about that. My computer screen keeps going black for some reason. Microsoft Edge is the absolute worst internet browser. Anyway, as I was saying, the Synodontis granulosus, a very, very cool catfish available right now at aquascapeonline.com. One day in the future, I will definitely have a Synodontis granulosus cat. Speaking of Synodontis, my featherfin Synodontis is making an appearance right behind me, right above my shoulder there. Very, very cool. All right, well, the next fish we're going to feature is like the African version of the electric eel. It is just as aggressive as the electric eel, but still very, very cool. And that is the Abba knife fish. These guys are very, very cool fish, but I would never keep one because you can't have any tank baits with them. They will kill anything and everything that gets in their way. So if you have tank mates with them, there's a really high possibility that the Abba knife will destroy their tank mates. Very aggressive fish, very large growing fish. So you definitely need a massive aquarium to keep an Abba knife. One fish per tank type of fish. But if you like that, you'll love the Abba knife. I know a lot of monster fish keepers who love the Abba knife. Very, very cool. So let's check out our comments really quick. I see we have 3 comments. Use Google Chrome. Yeah, I love Google Chrome. Unfortunately, on my laptop, I have a problem downloading Google Chrome. It says something about an error, system error, or memory error, something like that when I try to download Google Chrome. Yes, the Abba knife is definitely deadly, extremely aggressive, and not fish safe. But also, in my opinion, very ugly as well. The face only a mother could love. That's how I would describe the Abba knife fish. And the third fish we're going to feature from Aquascapeonline is actually a fish that is native to Australia. So Josh can actually go out and fish these in the wild. They are known as the Saratoga or the Australian arowana. My personal favorite arowana, the Giardini arowana. And for those of us in the United States of America, these are the closest things that we will ever get to an Asian arowana. Very, very cool. The Giardini arowana will grow to about 24 inches, which makes them suitable for a 150, a 180, 220, etc. Tank mates with the Giardini can be iffy. It can be 50-50. But my dad and I have had success keeping a Giardini with other fish. The key to keeping Giardinis with tank mates is to buy them at a juvenile stage, juvenile size, and grow them with other fish. And generally speaking, once they grow with those fish, they will leave those fish alone in my personal experience. Now, personally, I do not recommend mixing these in with other arowanas. Don't put them in with silvers or Asians because they're probably more aggressive than those two. And these are beautiful fish. So Giardini arowana, Abba knife fish, and Synodontis granulosus catfish available right now at Aquascapeonline. And as I said, in 4 weeks, Saturday, May 18th, 2024, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, I will be interviewing the owner of Aquascapeonline on the 2-year anniversary of Saturday Live. So that's going to be an awesome show. And Josh from Australia says tank mates for them are the barramundi, Murray cod, and some Australian perch. I actually like the barramundi. I would love to keep one of them one day as well. The Murray cod is also very beautiful, as is the Australian perch. So I very much like that idea. All right, Nationwide is on our side because now it's time for the Nationwide Aquatic stock list view. So let's take a look at Nationwide Aquatics, shall we? Let's see here. Here's Nationwide Aquatics. So here is Nationwide Aquatic stock list. Let's see what they have in stock. They have African copper ribbon tetras, A wide assortment of Plecostomus. The beardless barb is a very interesting barb. That would be a barb that I would be very interested in keeping. The beardless barb, very, very cool. At Nationwide Aquatics. I believe I actually have the owner of Nationwide Aquatics, Jorge Garcia, as a friend of mine on Facebook. I would love to interview him sometime here on Aquatic Wetline. The Congo spiny eel. That's the spiny eel that can live with African cichlids because it comes from Africa, the Congo, and a lot of African cichlids come from there as well. Then I just saw the orange zingu pike, which is a pike cichlid that I love very dearly because it's very cool. Geophagus brachypondo, one of my favorite Geophagus earth eaters. Brachypondo is home to so many cool South American cichlids. Peacock bass, Cichla brachypondo, Geophagus brachypondo. There's also a cool festivum from there, so very, very cool. Then we've got the Leopardus cactus pleco, which is a very unique pleco, to say the least, as well. Very, very cool. L200 green phantom pleco, which is a highly sought-after pleco in the aquarium hobby. But I have never seen a juvenile watermelon royal pleco, so that's a first to me. Very, very cool. Nonetheless. But remember, with the royal panicues and the panicu plecos in general, they need driftwood in their diet. Otherwise, they won't live a long, happy life. So make sure if you're planning on getting royal plecos that you have driftwood, real driftwood, in your aquarium. So let's see. Nice hairy puffer. Big puffer fan here, but unfortunately with freshwater puffers, a lot of them are super aggressive. And you can't really have tank mates. And then we've got my favorite oddball from Africa, the Polypterus. The black spot piranha, Caribe piranha. The red belly Caribe, very, very cool. The Caribe is just a locale variant of a red belly piranha, but a very beautiful piranha nonetheless. And then you've got my black piranha, which is an all-time favorite. So that was Nationwide Aquatics. Very, very cool website. I have to buy from them in the near future. That's what I was going to say. I have to buy from them in the near future. Brian or Matt LeMay is here with us. Hey, Matt, how are you? Thank you so much for tuning in. And Josh says, Alex and myself will be doing some insight for you guys regarding African cichlids, and we will cover all of Alex's favorite birds and fish. So turn in lots of tips and wise advice. Yes, that's going to be very true. That'll be debuting next week, I believe. So that's going to be very, very awesome. L200 is Matt's favorite pleco. Yes, they are a very, very cool pleco. And the L666 or L660 pleco sells for 800 Australian dollars. Very, very cool. All right. So now we're going to get to the Nationwide Aquatics featured fish. So I'm going to feature 3 fish from Nationwide Aquatics. And these are very, very cool fish. The first fish is a species of barb that I haven't kept yet, and I really want to. And the reason I haven't kept them is they only get to 6 inches. So I fear that my arowana and my Oscars would eventually eat them. But I have a friend who loves them, a friend who has a YouTube channel dedicated to them. That would be Shamu Aquariums, also known as Brandon King. But these are the roseline sharks. Denison barbs, as they're called. Very, very colorful little shark, little barb, whatever you want to call them. They're very popular in the aquarium hobby. Their popularity has risen over the last 10 years. They are a schooling fish, so you want to keep them in schools of at least 4 or 5, but they can be a little bit pricey. They are a pricier barb. I see them going from anywhere from $20 US up to $60 US, depending on their size. buying 4 or 5 of them at those prices can be very expensive, but I think it is worth it because of the bright red stripe and the yellow coloration that they have. Very, very cool fish. One day I will have some roseline sharks. I think they would look awesome in one of my aquariums. The next fish we're going to feature from Nationwide is a driftwood catfish that I want to get. It's a monster driftwood cat. It is known as the ironhead driftwood cat or the ironhead wood catfish, or as I called it back in the day, tracky catfish. The locals in South America refer to this as the black devil catfish. But I'm not going to call that the black devil catfish in the aquarium hobby because there is another catfish from another part of the world that is known as the black devil. The reason South Americans call this the black devil is because it's related to the gulper catfish. But it can't really swallow fish as large as a gulper cat can. But it will still eat pretty much anything in its aquarium. But unlike gulper cats, these guys can have tank mates. You want to keep aggressive fish with these guys, fish that can defend themselves against these guys. So things like Oscars, peacock bass, pike cichlids, arowanas, things that get way too big to be consumed would be great tank mates for these catfish. Very, very cool catfish. And finally, the last fish we're going to feature from Nationwide Aquatics, one of my all-time favorite pike cichlids, and I actually have one of them in my tank behind me, the orange Xingu pike. They start off as bright orange as juveniles, and this is what they turn out to look like as adults. Orange fins on a gray silvery body. I think they look beautiful even as adults. One of my favorite pikes for sure. They can get about 14 inches in length, so a decent sized pike. They are somewhat aggressive. Mine's a fin nipper, unfortunately. I see him try to nip the fins of my Lima Chevinos and my Oscars sometimes. But very, very cool fish. I waited years to get him, and I can't wait to watch him. What you see on the screen there. And that is Nationwide Aquatics featured fish. Very, very cool fish store. All right, I see we have lots of live comments here. Yes, the roseline sharks are very popular. They're like a rasbora. Very, very true. Expect them to eat small fish. Yes, they can definitely eat small fish. Audio is kind of glitching tonight. I apologize about that. We are having some tech issues. I'm not sure why. It's probably my Wi-Fi. My Wi-Fi keeps going in and out, so I do apologize about that. Hopefully you can hear me okay now. So have fish that are bigger than their mouth. Yes, I definitely agree with you on that. All right. Now we're going to move on to our next fish store, which is known as Global Fish Co. And Global Fish Co. is actually located in New Jersey as well. And in February, I'm going to be in New Jersey. So I have a lot of fish stores that I'm going to be checking out next February. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. But anyway, let's check out the Global Fish Co. stock list. And hopefully I recorded this one well. Hopefully I didn't go too fast with this one. So here is the Global Fish Co. stock list. Iridescent sharks, albino cherry barbs. Very, very cool. You guys know how much I love Oscars and zebra acaras. Cichlids. They're the jewel of the African cichlid hobby. Oh, I see my Crenchicicla cincta, the green-banded pike, and the Sumatra datnoid. Very, very cool. Gold giant danios. Giant danios are actually a great ditherfish and cichlids and such. Flower horns, marble acara, Peru ultim angels, Gibiceps pleco, blue mashir, which is a barb from Asia, Crenticichla zebrina, Mouth Almighty, that's a weird fish name, yellow acara, extra large albino clown knife, red-tailed giant gourami, African Odie pike, Cuban cichlids, very, very cool. The African tiger scat is one of the scats that I want to keep. They are actually fully freshwater, believe it or not. The other scats, they can live in freshwater for a little while, but eventually they need to be transferred over to brackish, and they can even live in full salt water. Gold wolffish, I had one of those. Actually, the picture that I'm going to show you of the featured fish is my gold wolffish that I had. So they're very, very cool. Finbar silver dollar, we were talking about them earlier. So that was Global Fish Co. And Josh says, who very, very cool. They are bastards, to be honest. And Matt says he loves all barbs. He's got his mixed barb tank, gold giant Danio. Wow, need a few now, LOL. Yeah, the giant Danios are very, very cool. I definitely agree with this. Oasis Aquatics has some amazing fish. Yes, 100% definitely agree with you on that. I actually have some of Oasis Aquatics fish in the background. In my 125 from Oasis Aquatics, I have an orange Xingu pike. I've got a rock-keel severum. I've got a liverfire severum. I've got lima shovelnose. I've got NTT datnoid and a true parrot cichlid. I think those are all the fish that I have from Oasis Aquatics. I feel like an old man here forgetting what I got from Oasis. I'm only 30. I shouldn't be forgetful like that. But anyways, I definitely agree with you on that. All right, so now we're going to get to our featured fish. I apologize for the tech issues. It appears my Wi-Fi is going in and out tonight, so I do apologize about that. But like I said, here is the gold wolffish. The gold wolffish is one of the Global Fish Co. fish that I am featuring. The picture that's on the screen is actually one of my gold wolffish that I had. When I had some wolffish a couple years ago, they're on my YouTube channel if you want to watch. I had a Kuapira, the black wolf. I had a rainbow wolf, which is the most common. And then I had this guy, the gold wolffish. The gold wolffish is your more peaceful wolf. They are tough, and he was not aggressive at all. He was a very laid-back wolffish. So if you're looking for a tank mate-friendly wolffish, I would recommend a gold wolffish for sure because they're very laid back. They eat a lot, and they grow quickly. They get a long, but very, very cool. And they're one of the schooling wolffish too. So if you want a school of wolffish, go for the gold wolffish. Very, very cool. And then we have the Gibby pleco, or the marble sailfin pleco, or whatever the scientific name is. There's a lot of common names for this fish, but I just call them Gibby pleco. These guys get up to 18 inches. And they have a really cool high sailfin, and they have a marble pattern. Hence their name, Marble Sailfin Pleco. So very, very cool fish. Like I said, they can get 18 inches, but unlike the common pleco, these guys also eat meat more often. When I had one, it would eat shrimp, tilapia, even earthworms and krill. Kind of reminds me of the cactus plecos that are out there. The cactus plecos are my favorite of the meat-eating plecos, but these guys are very, very similar, except they will eat algae as they get older, they will eat algae as juveniles, and as they get older, they eventually have a carnivorous diet where they eat both meat and plant matter. And then finally, we have the marble dachara catfish. The marble dachara cat is another monster cat from South America. Very, very cool. These guys get 24 inches, so they're kind of in the size range between a tiger shovelnose and a tigrinus, but they get a little bit bigger than a tigrinus, I think. But still very cool. They're more commonly available than the tigrinus, and they're more affordable than the tigrinus. So all those fish are available right now at globalfishco.com. Sorry, I had the wrong banner up there. Those were actually the Global Fish Co. featured fish. I don't know what is going on tonight. Tech issues, and then I'm making mistakes as well. Usually I'm on my A game. Sorry about that. But those fish are available at globalfishco.com. So let's see here. Dang, you're an old man. Yeah, I'm kind of old. Just kidding. I'm only 30 years old. Sometimes I feel old, though. So that's very cool. Don't buy a doveye unless you want a instant wipeout of your aquarium. Very, very true. That's why I haven't kept any doveyes. I've had the opportunity to get a 12-inch one, but I turned it down because they're just way, way too aggressive. And as I said numerous times on my YouTube channel, I'm definitely not a one fish per tank kind of guy, unless it's an electric eel or a black piranha. Then I would be happy to have a one fish per tank. With the black piranha, you could actually have schooling fish in there. Black skirt tetras, red and blue Colombian tetras, basically medium-sized tetras are good dithers for black piranha, but I want to put in anything in there that you value because eventually it could get wiped out. Same thing with electric eels. Some people have had success having dither fish in with their electric eel. At one of the aquariums that I went to, in their electric eel aquarium, there are some neon tetras. There are some ember tetras, believe it or not. You would think the electric eel would go crazy eating them all, but he leaves them alone because they're so small. And that's usually what happens in the Amazon River. Predators usually go for the medium-sized fish, like 3 inches and above. So that's very, very true. And your memory is great compared to my post-traumatic amnesia. It really sucks. You're half my age. Sorry you had to go through that. That was a horrific experience, but at least you're home now, and you get to feed your tropical fish and see your aquariums. Now, I do want to go back to a comment that Matt made earlier here on our live stream. And Matt says that I need to do predatory fins. Funny you mentioned that because that is our next fish store that we're going to feature before we take our quick intermission. So now let's take a look at predatory fins. At one point, predatory fins was about 45 minutes from my house. They were in predatory fins stock list. It looks like my Wi-Fi is going in and out again, but this is their stock list. A lot of albino fish available at Predatory Fins right now. Albino stingrays are very, very cool. Blue angelfish, very, very cool. Silver arowana, albino silver arowana, very, very nice. Orinoco peacock bass, Fogo peacock bass, tiger largemouth bass. That's an interesting bass. Orinate biker, Dalhousie biker. And then for catfish, we have the giraffe nose cat, albino tiger shovelnose. That's interesting. Almost $1,000 though. Giant bumblebee cat, very, very cool. Paraiba. Bumblebee Oscar. That's the Oscar that eludes me after all these years. True parrot cichlid, I have one of them. The true parrots I have is from Oasis. Let's see. Datnoids. Yeah, these datnoids are way too expensive for my liking. Fire eel, tiger moray eel, unicorn eel. And then for gouramis, you got your giant gouramis. Royal Crown knife is the one that I would buy. And for Mylius mentinus mylisoma, we have tiger silver dollar. Again, that's a very controversial fish. That's a fish that I feel because of their size. And, you know, a couple of years ago, there were some arapaima that were found in Miami, in the lakes and rivers in Miami. And those were probably aquarium releases. So, unfortunately, I feel like the arapaima doesn't belong in the aquarium hobby. But that was the Predatory Fins stock list. Very, very cool fish store. Rod's a great guy. I went to his store in 2022 and I purchased a couple of fish. I think it was a silver dollar, black bar silver dollar, tiger shovelnose, and I believe a fire eel. So sad that they moved to New York. And Predatory Fins is Matt's favorite Predatory Fins. Said it had to close. Ohio Fish Rescue helped house some fish and stingrays until Predatory Fins was up and running after leaving Florida. The arapaima was caught in the Hailu Gardens in 2015. So almost 9 years ago, it was caught in Hailu Gardens, which is close to Miami. So the fish that I recommend from Predatory Fins is the Bumblebee Oscar. And this is what the Bumblebee Oscar looks like. This is the Bumblebee Oscar that is in stock right now at Predatory Fins. Very, very cool, unique Oscar. Very beautiful. And then they also have this catfish. This is a South American whiskerless catfish called the unicorn dolphin catfish. So if you want unicorns, or if you have girlfriends who want unicorns, it's the closest thing you're going to get. The unicorn dolphin cat available at predatoryfins.com. All right. We have 3 fish stores left that we're going to spotlight. That would be Live Aquaria, Blue Zoo Aquatics for all our saltwater hobbyists out there. And also, finally, we have Tangled Up in Cichlids. But right now, we're going to go ahead and take a quick intermission. This intermission is being brought to us by our friends at Oasis Aquatics, Little Egypt Aquarium Club, Aquascapeonline, and also during this intermission, you're going to hear about some exciting upcoming shows, including Saturday Live and more. Don't go anywhere. The fun continues right after this quick little intermission. We're back with more right after this, and hopefully when I come back, my Wi-Fi will be working a lot better.
So my name is Tom. I started fish keeping when my grandfather dug a fish tank out of the attic when I was about 5 years old.
So my name's Matt. I'm part of Oasis Aquatics. Been doing this for a long time. Started when I was about 7 years old. 22 years of doing this business.
I'm 29 years old now. I never stopped. There wasn't a day in between where I did not think about fish keeping.
I was doing a vet tech job for many years. Eventually I stopped that because this is my passion in my life.
Matt and I have known each other far too long, as many friendships should be.
You're like, you know what? We need a fish store. There's no fish stores around here. So we had to make it easy access for everyone, to have many varieties from the little small stuff for everyone to the monster fish keeper people.
No matter what it is that you're looking to do, we can provide it for you.
Aquascapeonline is proud to support Aqua Alex Cardinale and Aquatic Wetline. Aquascapeonline is an online exotic freshwater fish shop owned by Pedro Villegas, who specializes in piranhas, stingrays, cichlids, catfish, and more. Aquascapeonline has been monster fish keepers' go-to place for exotic large growing predatory fish for over a decade. Looking for a specific type of piranha? Aquascape carries both Pygocentris and Serrasalmus. We also have Exodon tetras, wolffish, African tigerfish, and other toothy aquatic monsters. Check us out today. www.aquascapeonline.com.
Little Egypt Aquarium Club is a proud supporter of Aqua Alex Cardinale and Aquatic Wetline. Little Egypt Aquarium Club is an aquarium club in Red Bud, Illinois, but it's also an online tropical fish supplies website. On the Little Egypt Aquarium Club website, you'll find tropical fish food such as repashy and flakes. You'll also find medications and breeding supplies and even live angel fish. Everything and anything you may need for your freshwater aquarium can be found at Little Egypt Aquarium Club. Orders over $200 get free shipping. Little Egypt Aquarium Club is giving a 10% discount by using the code ALEX. Remember, save 10% by using coupon code ALEX. Little Egypt Aquarium Club, my Shopify. Come.
Do you have kids who want to get a fish tank? Do your kids want to enter the aquarium hobby? The aquarium hobby is very relaxing and rewarding, but it can be quite the undertaking for a first-time hobbyist. Luckily, there is one young man who was once in your shoes. He decided to research and learn about the aquarium hobby, and used his experiences to write and publish a book for future kids entering the aquarium hobby. Introducing Fish Keeping for Kids, written and published by Brian Conway. Everything you need to know about the aquarium hobby in one book. Fish Keeping for Kids is a guide to keeping fish and other aquatic creatures. It uses easy-to-read language and images to help the information be easily understood. While it was written especially for kids 8 years old and up, it is a good guide for people of any age. This book covers all the basics and some intermediate level topics to help someone get started and learn more about caring for fish and other aquatic animals. What do you get from Fish Keeping for Kids? Friendly. It was written by a kid for kids. Simple. Written in easy to understand language for kids and adults. Informative. Full of charts, graphs, and diagrams to make it easy to follow along with. Complete. All of the things someone should know when they start fish keeping. For more information and to purchase a copy of Fish Keeping for Kids, please visit www.fishkeepingforkids.com. That's fishkeepingforkids.com.
Do you have an obsession for aquariums and tropical fish? Well, so does Aqua Alex Cardinale, and that's why he is now an admin on the wonderful Facebook fish keeping and aquarium group Aquarium Obsession. It's also why I'm so happy to tell you about this group. It is a place for every fish keeper, whether you are keeping freshwater or saltwater or even goldfish. We also welcome reptile and amphibian enthusiasts. Aquarium Obsession is one of the only Facebook fish keeping groups where our members come first, and we want them to feel part of our fish family. Members are encouraged to participate in group activities such as Aquatic YouTube Thursdays. Fish tubers are welcome to share any of their fish keeping or reptile videos on Thursdays. We also have knowledgeable staff including Aqua Alex. So what are you waiting for? Come find out what the obsession is about our group. Check out Aquarium Obsession on Facebook today and join our group. Type Aquarium Obsession in the search bar or go to this link, www.facebook.com/groups/JOMF group.
Hey fish keepers, Aqua Alex Cardinale, owner and founder of Facebook Fish Keeping Group. Yep, we like fish keeping. My goal today is to invite you to join my Facebook group. Yep, we like fish keeping. We welcome fish keepers from all over the world. We welcome fish keepers of all ages. On Yep, we like fish keeping, you can post photos and videos of your tropical fish. You can ask tropical fish questions. You can share your Facebook fish groups on Mondays and Fridays. And you can also interact with other fish keepers. This group is just starting, so help us grow. Check out Yep, We Like Fish Keeping on Facebook or click the link in the episode description. Fish keepers, I'm inviting you to another big interview. It's 1 year in the making. On Saturday, May 18th, a part of the 2-year anniversary for Saturday Live, I am going to be interviewing the owner of Aquascapeonline.com. My special guest for Saturday, May 18th will be Aquascapeonline owner Pedro Villegas. Get ready to learn about Aquascape Online. Get ready to learn about piranhas and stingrays. I am really excited to have Pedro Villegas, the owner of Aquascape Online, on this 2-year anniversary of Saturday Live, Saturday, May 18th, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific. Mark your calendars and get ready to hear Pedro and I talk about tropical fish.
The next Saturday Live with Alex Cardinale is going to be awesome. Live Saturday, April 20th, 2024 at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. Come join Alex Cardinale for some Saturday night fun. Alex will start the show with an announcement regarding our 2-year anniversary celebration episode of Saturday Live taking place on May 18th. Sergeant Slaughter will have facts on Boomer's Amusement Park and Burger King. Topics will include the symptoms of a heart attack, and the question is soda bad for you will be answered. The Oasis Aquatics featured fish will be the lenticulata pike cichlid. Aquascapeonline featured fish is the Moto stingray. Aqua Alex's featured fish is the ornate shear. The animal of the week will be the red ear slider turtle. Learn about red ear slider turtles. Plus, what recipe will Chef Alex have? All that and more. Live Saturday, April 20th, 2024 at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific on YouTube channel The Real Alex Cardinale.
Welcome back to Aquatic Wetline with me, Aqua Alex. Tonight we are doing the April 2024 Fish Store Spotlight. So if you are just tuning in now, you missed the Oasis Aquatics, Aquascape, Nationwide Aquatics, Global Fish Co., and Predatory Fins stock list. But that's okay. We've got 3 more fish stores we're going to spotlight right now, and we're going to get right back to it, starting with Live Aquaria. And we're going to go over to the Live Aquaria Divers Den, and we're going to check out the Divers Den freshwater and saltwater fish from Live Aquaria, shall we? So let's look at freshwater first. Tiger Oscar, Lemon Oscar, which is very cool. They don't have that much of freshwater selection in Divers Den, but I would so purchase that flagtail if I had the money right now. You guys know how much I love flagtail procholotus. And then let's look at the marine saltwater fish here. Rhino Blenny, Valentini Puffer, very, very cool. Lemon Peel Tang, that's a mimic tang. Scopus Tang, very, very cool. A basic tang, though. Reticulated Puffer, Chain Moray Eel. Let's see, Raccoon Butterfly Fish. So that was the live aquaria stock list from their Diver's Den. So now we're going to feature some fish from live aquaria. Up first, we have the flagtail Procholotus. These are what I call the greatest freshwater algae eaters. They love algae, and they will eat all types of algae. The problem is they get a foot long. So if you're a monster fish keeper like I am, then these are a great algae eater for you. Then there is the Scopus Tang that is available at live aquaria. Scopus Tangs are basically a brown version of a yellow tang. They're kind of basic, not really colorful when you think about saltwater fish. So that's why they usually are like 20 bucks, 20, 30, 40 bucks. At least they were when I was keeping saltwater 3 years ago. And then the raccoon butterfly fish. Very, very cool saltwater fish. They're very acquisitive and sneaky like a raccoon. They will eat any coral and Aptasia. Very, very cool. I missed the raccoon butterfly that I had. The raccoon butterfly I had took me months to get him to finally eat. And when he did eat, he ate like a pig. He only ate brine shrimp. Brine shrimp and market shrimp was the only thing I could get him to eat. But these guys are very cool saltwater fish. Very, very beautiful. So now let's head on over to my saltwater retail shop that I support for many years, Blue View Aquatics. And let's see what they have in their collector's corner. The collector's corner is basically Blue Zoo Aquatics, Live Aquarius Diver's Den. Very cool. Black and white Henioceus, damsels, and Royal Grama and Marine Betta. The Marine Betta, very, very cool fish. So the highlights from Blue Zoo Aquatics this month are definitely the Marine Betta. Very, very cool saltwater Betta. They're very, very nice. And also the Royal Grama. The Royal Grama is also a beautiful fish. And now we're going to conclude our show with tangledupincichlids.com. So these are the South American cichlids. Electric blue acaras, green terrors, wild-caught oscillates, and wild-caught angelfish, which are very, very cool. For the North American, or for the Central American cichlids, there are convicts, red devils, macaw cichlids, dovi, and then, of course, there's some cool African cichlids. But my favorite fish on this list would be the red hook, silver dot hooks. But right now, I can't afford any. I don't have any money. But I would, if I had money right now, I'd get some red hooks from tangledupincichlids.com. So this is the tangledupincichlids.com stock list. Very, very cool fish. They have some amazing fish this month. So let's check out some of our comments before we wrap up this great show. Ryan says, you need to feature Super Cichlid Superstore one night. Longtime friends of Aquarium Obsession. We can definitely do that in the future. And make sure you have lids for red flagtails because they jump. Yes, very well said, Josh. Flagtails can jump out of aquariums. And for corals, guys, follow Reef Underground. Reef Underground has corals if you are interested in coral. So very, very cool. All right. And that is everything for this episode of Aquatic Wetline. I hope you guys enjoyed the April 2024 Fish Store Spotlight. Again, I apologize for the tech issues. If you are having trouble watching this with my audio, it's the Wi-Fi. I guess we're having a small rainstorm here, but I had a great time tonight. I hope you guys had a great time as well. I definitely recommend all the fish stores that were mentioned on this episode. They're all amazing. Of course, I am impartial to Oasis Aquatics because not only does he support my show and support me, he's also a personal friend of mine. But from a professional standpoint, I support all online fish stores. So make sure you check them all out. They're all great. They all have great customer service, and they are amazing. I have purchased from most of these stores, at least 6 of the 8 stores I've purchased from, and eventually I will purchase from the other 2. So this Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific, April 21st, I will be hosting this month's edition of Fish Keepers Q&A. So if you have any fish keeping questions you want me to answer, I will answer them this Sunday. You can come on live and ask your questions in person. So get ready for the Fish Keepers Q&A this Sunday. With that being said, happy fish keeping, everyone. Have a great rest of your evening, and thank you for watching. Happy fish keeping. Do your water changes, feed your fish, and enjoy the aquarium hobby. Aqua Alex Cardinale and my silver arowana signing off from Green Acres, Florida. Good night, everybody.
Thank you very much for watching this live stream of the Real Alex Cardinale YouTube channel. I hope you enjoyed the show. I want to thank you all for your patronage for the last 10 years. It's going to be incredible riding into the future with more awesome live streams and videos. Aqua Alex Cardinale, Chef Alex Cardinale, WWE fan Alex Cardinale, Detective Alex Cardinale, and the Real Alex Cardinale would like to thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed this live stream, please smash that like button. If you are new to my YouTube channel, please hit that subscribe button and become a legendary viewer and a legendary Cardinale. Check out the Real Alex Cardinale on social media. Facebook Alex Cardinale, American Alex. Instagram instagram.com/Alex Cardinale 93. Fish keepers, please join our amazing Facebook fish keeping group Aquarium Obsession. Check out and support Oasis Aquatics, our amazing supporter since July of 2023. www.oasisaquaticsnj.com. Follow Oasis Aquatics on Facebook and Instagram. Have a good night and thanks for watching. Stay legendary.